So I was thinking about something kind of profound today. Well, profound to me is anxiety, and what really is anxiety and what causes people to be more anxious than other people. Specifically, I came across this conversation when I was talking to David, my husband, about it. I was like, I'm always kind of in a hyperactive state of anxiety all the time. Like, I do meditation, I do yoga, I do those different things, but there's moments where I'm just super duper anxious. And he, if you know him, he's never anxious. He's always chill, laid back, in his element, nothing rattles him. So I was like, give me the sauce, give me the secret. Why are you never anxious about anything? And so I was just expecting him to say something super arrogant, because that's what I expect of my husband. But he literally said, I don't get anxious, literally because I know who got my back. God got me. And I was like, whoa, drop the mic there, because that was profound to me in the moment. Even though I know that as a Christian, so many times I allow those anxiety thoughts to keep me from having that perspective, that literally anxiety is essentially the opposite of kind of having faith and believing that God has your back, that He's ordered your steps. It's like profound to me, because I was like, I've never thought about it in that context. So maybe that'll be something that frees somebody up. But literally, when we're being anxious and we're just reflecting on those thoughts and replaying them over from the past of something that happened that we don't want to happen again, or we're fearing the future and having thoughts about something that hasn't even happened and probably won't happen, and that's a whole nother conversation there. How many times do we get anxious about stuff that never comes true, that never happens? And so literally in those moments, we're not thinking about God. We're not focusing on God's perspective, or the fact that He's with us, the fact that He's ordered our steps, the fact that He protects us and keeps us, whether it's at a job interview, whether it's when your kids are acting super duper crazy and you're like, if somebody else say my name, I'm gonna go off in here. Like, in those moments, we're not really thinking about God and how He's walking with us and holding our hands in those moments. And so I think for super anxious people like me, if we can just try to put that parallel there, that when we're getting caught up in our anxious thoughts, that we just need to shift the thinking pattern to thinking about God and like He's with us and got us. There's nothing He can't do. There's nothing that is too big for Him, nothing that's too small for Him. He has our back. And so I just want to drop that little nugget there that, hey, we can choose to be anxious or choose to focus on God. And when we choose to focus on God, we have better outcomes. Like, that's just like proven right there. That's kind of scientific for us Christians. And so that's all I wanted to tell y'all today is when you get in that anxiety loophole, just take your time, process it, and know that God's with you in that moment. No need to be super anxious.